Good day, everybody. This is Michael Leveris from jurisq.com, and I have here Michael Ilyaich, an attorney from the law firm of Gregory, Spektor and Associates. Michael is a partner, and he does personal injury. Michael represents clients who get into car accidents. How are you, Michael? Thank you for coming on.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me, Michael.
Thank you. Michael, very important question. What are the first 5 things that a client should do if, God forbid, they get into a car accident?
Dial 911. It's the first thing you want to do. You do want to get police to the scene of the accident.
Of course.
You want the police to file a formal police accident report, which will reflect your version of the event and the other driver's version. Not only that, it confirms that the accident did happen. So call 911, get police to the scene. And number 2, if you suspect you may be injured or you know for a fact you're injured, go to the emergency room to get yourself checked out.
Sure.
Go to the emergency room. Do not hesitate for a second. Their insurance company of the vehicle you're occupying, according to the law of the state of New York, will pay for medical bills. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I have met people that didn't go to the emergency room because they didn't have medical insurance and they didn't know somebody was going to pay, that the insurance company was going to pay for the hospital bill. So if you are hurt or you suspect you're hurt, go get yourself checked out. So call the police, number 1, to get the police report. Number 2, go to the emergency room. Number 3, while you're waiting for police, you want to, as a driver or a passenger, as someone in an accident, you want to take as many photographs as possible of the other vehicle and your vehicle. Do not, please remember this, do not hesitate to exchange your insurance information with the other driver. Do not hesitate to exchange the information. It is important. It is material. The next thing is, if there are any witnesses to the accident, and a lot of times there is, we live in New York, and a lot of times there are multiple witnesses to the accident, but they cannot wait. They cannot wait for the police because they don't have time. Please get their names, get their telephone numbers. I will have my investigators or support staff here take a witness statement, which will help us down the road. So witness information. It is very, very, very important. One other thing I want to bring up, Michael, and it's a latest trend. Because of COVID and other reasons, political reasons, I would assume, NYPD refuses to come to the scene of the accident unless there is an injury.
Really? Okay.
Unless there is an injury which requires hospitalization. So if you call 911 and you don't tell them you're injured, cops will not show up and fill out a police report. And even if they do show up, they will not file a formal police report. What you do want to do is, let's assume a lot of times when people are injured in an accident, they don't know that they're injured until the next day. So if right after the accident, you don't feel the pain, okay, and police officers refuse to come to the scene of the accident, or if they can refuse to file a police report, you want to get the other driver's information and hopefully try to get them on the video to state their version of the event. You don't have to argue with them. This is what they saw. At least that will place the driver to the scene of the accident, confirms the fact of the accident.
Perfect.
Okay, and by default, always call the police because there are certain benefits that injured person may be entitled to as long as there is a police report. For example, auto insurance policy incorporates uninsured motorist coverage. A lot of people don't know it, but insurance is not a single unit. One of the insurance policy, one of the insurance coverages you have on your auto policy by default is called uninsured motorist benefits.
Okay.
In case the car that struck you is uninsured, your insurance company will step up to the plate and pay for your pain and suffering. But in order to validate the uninsured motorist claim, we have to have a police report filed within 24 hours from the time of the accident. And if the police refuses to file a police report, I need to have a proof of 911 call. At least I want to be able to show the judge that my client had that contact with the police. That helps me bridge the gap. So 911 is we must establish contact with police. We must establish contact with police. So that's very important. Okay. Otherwise, the injured person may lose certain benefits just because there is no police report and there is no police contact.
Okay. Thank you, Michael. It seems like you have to gather as much information as possible, because even though you hope to settle a case with insurance company, if you have to go to trial, you want to have all the facts, all the information available. Michael, if a client is so injured, or if a client, because of COVID concerns, cannot come and see you in your office, how can you sign up this client to represent such a client?
Oh, there are many ways to go about meeting a client.
Okay.
When a client cannot come to us because they don't have means of transportation, we are more than willing to send a car and pick up a client and bring to our office and take them back home afterwards. If client is so injured that they cannot leave their residence for a hospital, we will come to you. We will come to the hospital. We will come to your residence as an injured person, or if you want to meet us at the place of your employment, or Starbucks even, we have that enough too. We are willing to go out and meet the client, whatever is more comfortable and convenient for the client.
Very good, thank you. And we're gonna put up your number at the bottom of the screen. If anybody was injured or was in a car accident, they can call your office, ask for you, and you can give them free consultation about their case.
Absolutely, and the number is 888-797-7735. Don't hesitate for a second to call the number.
Thank you, Mike.
Don't hesitate for a second. If you have a question, if you're not sure if you have a case or don't have a case, call me. If you had an accident a while ago and and your lawyer went MIA on you, unfortunately that happens more often.
It does happen, yeah.
It does happen. And you don't know what to do, where to turn, call us. A lot of time, most of the time, we're able to get our hands on it and fix the situation if there is.
Also, to get a second opinion, can they call you and say they have some questions, they want to get a second set of eyes on their case? Can they call you for a second opinion?
Absolutely. And we can consult the client, and our consultations are absolutely free. We don't get paid unless we take on a case and win the case.
Excellent.
Okay. So not only we have to get the case on board to get paid, we have to win the case, get client paid, and only then we get compensated for our services.
Very good.
So consultation is absolutely free. By all means, second opinion or third for that matter.
Thank you.
Don't hesitate.
Okay, Michael, thank you very much for your time, for your free legal advice. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.
No problem. Next time we meet, I would like to discuss more of insurance coverages and what is actually, a lot of people heard expressions of no fault. They don't know what it means. They have no clue. And other benefits available under their insurance policy. I have mentioned earlier uninsured motorist benefits. There are underinsured motorist benefits. There is no fault. There is OBEL, additional fees. So there's a lot of things people are paid for, have access to, but they don't even know about it. So I would like to educate our.
Michael, what we're going to do is we're going to do with you follow-up questions on other issues concerning personal injury and car accidents and construction accidents. And people should go on jurisq.com and on our Facebook page, and they're going to follow more interviews that I do with the law firm of Gregory, Spektor and Associates and Michael Ilyaich. Thank you for your time and have a good day.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you.